How am I going to release this in a timely manner? Research. Write the script. Record and edit. Procrastinate. Upload within the week. And wait for all this to blow over. Within a week? No, let's be realistic here. Research. Write the script. Record and edit. Don't procrastinate. Upload within 3 weeks. And wait for all this to blow over. Alright, we got this. Research, write the script, record and edit, upload within the month, and wait for all this to blow over. And here we are. Zombies. Zombies nowadays seem like they're second place in pop culture, while superheroes take the #1 spot. But they haven't really gone anywhere. They're still here with shows like The Walking Dead, and movies like Army of the Dead. Zombie fatigue may have hit a lot of the general audience, including myself, but what if I told you there was a zombie-related thing that seems to have disappeared off the face of the internet? Machinima was the biggest YouTube channel centered around everything gaming back in the late 2000s to early 2010s. It originally started as a website before being bought by YouTube to become the biggest media channel for games at the time, and even hosts video game web series like Red vs. Blue.
Well, then how the hell did you manage to steal our flag?
Steal? I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Three! Jesus! Holy shit!
Mortal Kombat Legacy.
Shut that door!
And the topic of today, Bite Me. The Bite Me series follows our trio of geeky gamer friends. Jeff, the dead-end job working, confident but also awkward, teabagging zombie killer #1. Mike, the most square, responsible, but constantly emasculated by his girlfriend, zombie killer #2. And lastly, Greg, zombie killer #3, the most awkward and weird, but most intelligent of the friend trio. These three live day to day in Los Angeles until zombie apocalypse breaks out. This is when they must put together their knowledge of all things zombies from movies and video games to the test to fight the undead and survive. Bite Me did not start out as a zombie show, according to co-creator Andy Shapiro, but a Revenge of the Nerds type story where the meek inherit the earth. Creators Bob Quinn and Andy Shapiro wanted to display what kind of aspirations and qualities gamers would have when it comes to serious situations. The best scenario to highlight these aspects? Zombie apocalypse. And thus, Bite Me was created. The first episode was released 2 days before AMC's The Walking Dead's very first episode. The only difference between the two was that Bite Me was more accessible through the internet, whereas you had to catch Walking Dead on the AMC channel. This was a time a little bit different before the streaming era. Hulu did stream The Simpsons and Family Guy episodes the day after it aired on Fox, while networks like AMC didn't. So for a youngin' like me around that time, Bite Me was more accessible to watch over The Walking Dead. With both shows coinciding around that time, my love for the zombie genre was reignited. Bite Me ran for 2 seasons on Machinima. Season 1 looked like it was on a smaller YouTube budget, with a lot of indoor filming and more of the budget going towards the makeup and VFX. Season 2 amped up the budget with Lionsgate Studios behind the scenes and episodes being hosted on FearNet, which is now Sci-Fi. An amped up budget also equals better production, and better production means more zombies, and more zombies means more action. Season 2 concluded the series for the time being before facing a long silent hiatus. For years there was no word on a Bite Me Season 3, and fans, like me, were left wondering what happened. More online content came as the 2010s rolled by, but some content stayed in the memories of others, and some faded away. For me, it's a nostalgic piece of internet entertainment, and a fond memory of a time when I was a hyper fan of the zombie genre. Unfortunately, on January 21st, 2019, the Bite Me Facebook page announced that due to Machinima being under Warner Media, and with Warner Media being bought out by AT&T at the time, the channel privated all their videos, including the Bite Me series. If you want more info on Machinima's history on the internet, I suggest you check out YouTube videos about them from channels like The Gamer from Mars or SunnyV2. Once both seasons were privatized, the creators announced on their Facebook page that they would continue the series in a webcomic form. It teased potential storylines taking place a few years after the end of Season 2, but only ran for 4 chapters before stopping again with no explanation. Once again, the project went quiet. The last few posts from the Facebook page was the announcement of the official Bite Me soundtrack released by Dick Valentine. Other than that, there hasn't been any updates from the creators. I don't think any of them have any official Twitter, and I have tried searching them up. They published a graphic novel called Guntown back in 2017. Any info other than that, I don't know about. I could ask the actors from the show since they have social media, but none of their Twitter DMs are open, and I don't want to be that guy in their comments asking about a decade-old project. Bite Me exists as a lost media in a way now, but thankfully there are still some episodes within the interwebs, and a few on YouTube for people to see. What Bite Me did differently from Walking Dead was that it put gamers in the zombie survivalist position, and it allowed a self-aware average Joe to picture themselves in that situation. Now you don't have to explain how a zombie can be killed, or how someone becomes a zombie. Both of those are already common knowledge, but the true test of survival comes from your willingness to embrace the apocalypse and overcome it, or be consumed by it. Which I guess is like any other zombie show, but you get what I mean. You have your zombie knowledge on hand, but it's up to you on how you use it to survive. I would even argue that Shaun of the Dead helped popularize Bite Me, another average Joe who's just put in the middle of a zombie apocalypse with his friends and family, and is forced to find a solution to survive and mature, which Bite Me follows thoroughly. Yes, it is about gamers who beat the shit out of zombies, but it's also about how they change and evolve through the apocalypse, mentally and emotionally. Watching Bite Me was like watching another version of Shaun of the Dead, except it catered more to the fans of the zombie genre. I would recommend any fan of the zombie genre to check this series out, but the only way you'll be able to watch this is through scouring the internet. But you won't have to search far, to be honest. This show had so much passion from everyone who worked on it, and it's scary to think that without any physical media release, Bite Me would just fade into obscurity without those to remember it. Thankfully, a few of us remember.
Zombie hunters, what?
What?
Right. Sorry.